Welcome to another Aluvian Gaming game review. Today we take a spin on the color wheel in Hue. Hue is an indie puzzle platforming game by Fiddlesticks Games. The game takes place in a monochromatic world and you play as the titular Hue, a young boy whose mom has gone missing. While searching for her, he comes across letters from her, and through them, he discovers colors which he uses to reshape the world around him as he tries to find out what happened to her. The game features a minimalistic art style reminiscent of Limbo, but with more color. The black foregrounds use negative space well and contain just the right amount of detail to flesh out the environments, but do not distract from the puzzles which are awash with color. Hue really is a beautiful visual experience, and it's quite impressive what they've managed to accomplish while keeping things so simple. They back everything up with a soothing score that complements the visuals, giving your senses a treat. Hue's unique puzzles involve pulling up the color wheel to change the color of the background to make elements of the same color disappear and no longer affect the world he's in. Only one color can be selected at a time, and most puzzles require quickly switching between colors to advance, but time slows down when selecting a color to aid in this. As you progress, you discover new colors which add to the complexity of future puzzles. Through this, the game gradually ramps up in difficulty, but at a very fair pace. As you gain colors, they also add additional mechanics to the puzzles to spice things up, and they do a great job of keeping the gameplay feeling fresh. They also threw collectible flasks into the levels to add some optional difficulty to the puzzles, but I can't find any use for them aside from an achievement. Hue's controls are one of the few low spots, unfortunately. While moving Hue around, the controls felt pretty tight, but to select a color from the wheel, you have to move the thumbstick around to the correct color and then release it. I found that when releasing the stick, the selected color would sometimes change, causing you to die and start the level over. And this happened with a brand new Xbox One controller opened the day before. The deaths don't count against you, but it's still pretty annoying. I also frequently had issues determining the difference between orange and yellow, and also purple and magenta. I'm sure the differences may be more pronounced depending on your display, but as there is no calibration option I could find, it led to frustration from time to time. However, there is a colorblind mode. By switching it on, it adds distinct symbols on top of the colors to differentiate them, but I found this to just clutter up the screen and make it more difficult to decipher quickly. All in all, Hue is a great puzzler filled with beautiful splashes of color, simple yet complex gameplay that remains compelling until the end. It's not overly long, clocking in around 4 to 5 hours, but I feel that's exactly where it should be. Retailing for up to $15, there's not a whole lot of reasons not to check it out, especially if you're a subscriber to Xbox's Game Pass, as it's included in the service. I give Hue an 8 out of 10. It's a great game to experience over a weekend and is one of those games that you can look back at and compare other games to. Give your life a little color. You deserve it.